Everyone, and welcome back to Clean Eating Kitchen. I'm Carrie. If you're new here, and I'm a certified holistic nutritionist, I also have a master's degree in public health, and I generally share easy gluten-free and dairy-free recipes to help you feel your best. And I've lately been using my YouTube channel to share kind of a peek into my life, into the recipes I make, just kind of some of the lifestyle things that I do to stay healthy. If you don't know, I actually am a cancer survivor of about over 10 years now. And so I was thinking about my motivation in the way that I live my life and the meals that I make. And it really is focused on staying cancer free and disease free, and then also focused on longevity and living well. My husband's older than me, and so I'm very motivated to keep him healthy as well. So we kicked off the week with a massive trip to Costco. And when I say massive, I mean expensive. Wow, I think this one was almost $500 if you can believe it. I was pretty shocked. We got some, a few expensive items like that lamb rack, which I'm going to show you how I cook later in the video, but just really mostly kind of everyday items, mostly food, and for some reason it just really added up. So, but that will last us a few weeks, so that's good. And so I did get things that I feel like a lot of real food ingredients, a few snacks. I don't want you to think that I live a perfect quote unquote lifestyle. Definitely, I have a sweet tooth, and I'll share some of that reality in this video. But this was my kind of fruit area. If you caught that, I just had so much fruit, but that was nice. And then I wanted to share an easy chicken salad recipe, and this is something that I've been making for a while now. And so I just wanted to give you an idea of how I make it. And so I'm marinating the chicken, which I got at Costco. And so I marinated. I didn't have a lot of time to marinate because I was on kind of a schedule because my husband and I had to travel for a doctor's appointment, and I wanted to take lunch with us. And that is one of the lifestyle tips that I have. Unfortunately, just, restaurant eating in general in the United States is not healthy because of the poor quality of ingredients that are used, and you know all the reasons. But so I cooked the chicken. I cooked chicken thighs. I cut up some oranges for us to take, and then after the chicken was cooked, I cut it into small pieces. I ended up adding the cilantro and green onion, and adding fresh herbs to, or even dried herbs to your foods is one of my hacks actually for getting more antioxidants into your diet, and that can be kind of a hack, I guess, or a trick for staying cancer free and staying focused on a cancer free lifestyle, which for me also includes, getting enough fiber, eating like primarily unprocessed foods, although I'm not perfect in that. Just keeping a diet that's low in added sugars. Again, not perfect. I do try to eat organic foods as much as possible, and that is because I want to avoid like those toxins and chemicals that are added to a lot of foods, especially processed foods. So, getting back to the chicken salad, I ended up making those two smaller containers to take on the road. The next day when we had our appointment, and then I had some leftovers for later in the week. And so we had that for lunch, and then, as I mentioned, when I served it, after I had served it with a salad and some chips. So then I wanted to show you how I cooked the lamb, and you might be wondering if a diet high in red meat, or that includes red meat, is healthy. And I personally think it is. I do what's right for me. I do try to avoid like the processed meats. So I don't eat a ton of like bacon and foods like that. But for me, red meat works really well. I think lamb is considered a red meat. And because I have to avoid so many other foods, like I don't eat any soy, I don't eat gluten or dairy just because they don't work for me. I'm kind of like not left with a ton of foods. I actually can't really do eggs. I just don't feel well when I eat eggs. I can eat them in like a brownie or something like that when they're cooked really well. But if I were just to eat a plate of eggs, then I wouldn't feel very well. So just a little background, because if you do research on like what is the best cancer-free diet or diet that to fight cancer or prevent cancer, usually it's the most studied is the Mediterranean diet. And a Mediterranean diet is usually lower in red meats. But again, my husband and I don't eat that much fish, so we end up kind of eating more red meats, I would say. And we do also eat poultry. So for one of the nights this week, I also made this crock pot dish where I just put a bunch of vegetables in the crock pot. Now I don't put the meat. I showed I'm going to use some bison for this dish. I don't put that in the crock pot because it would get overcooked because I like to cook the vegetables for many hours. Also, I had these tomatoes still growing in my garden, which I just popped in there for a little bit of extra nutrition. But by the end of the day, the vegetables are cooked through. I did also make some potatoes to go on the side. And then I cooked the meat separately. So this was ground meat. I did end up adding some chopped green onions. And again, just adding those green vegetables wherever I can because um, green vegetables, also cruciferous vegetables, are definitely part of a cancer prevention diet. And so this is how the vegetables ended up looking. I cooked the bison and the onion separately, and then I just poured the meat right in with the vegetables. So it ends up being a stew. And this ends up being just a very low effort meal because the vegetables are already cooked. The crock pot does all the work. And then this made a ton of leftovers as well. And even though I put sweet potatoes in with those vegetables, I cooked some other potatoes on the side. You could see how much leftovers I had, which was great. And this actually was kind of a tough week because my kitty was sick. I have two kitties, a little boy and a little girl, and this is my little boy. And he also has some health problems. And he let me know it by waking me up in the middle of the night. So I was pretty sleep deprived by the end of the week, and that was very, very rough. I decided if anybody ever wants to torture me, then they would just deprive me of sleep because it really felt like torture. It was horrible. So, any of you suffering from sleep issues, I feel your pain. Definitely. But now I've caught up. So, and Kitty's feeling better. I'm feeling better. That was my little girl Kitty who just walked by there. So, I also wanted to show you, I've showed you in the past that I make a green smoothie almost every morning. And that also helps get a lot of antioxidant rich, real foods. I usually add some molasses for sweetness, the cacao nibs, some matcha powder. Occasionally I use this bee pollen, just to add more antioxidants. So I think that's kind of the point, or I guess you would say like the theme of how I cook is just trying to get as many really nutrient rich, antioxidant rich foods as possible. And then there's also a lot of lifestyle factors, of course, when you're trying to follow like a longevity or an anti-cancer approach, like exercise and movement and community and supplements. So it all kind of goes together. So you can let me know if you're interested in any of that. And this is another meal that I made: a burger, some potatoes, some broccoli, pickles, things like that. And then just so you don't think that I'm perfect, I definitely I eat out maybe once or twice a week, and those choices are intentional as well. Maybe I'm going to meet up with friends on this day. My husband and I, we went out to a beach community and we did meet with a friend. We went to a thrift shop. It was just like a fun day out. And the restaurant that we picked had gluten-free and dairy-free options. I ended up getting these gluten-free blue corn tortilla tacos, and they were absolutely delicious, and it's time spent with friends. And so I hope that this video gave you some inspiration, maybe some food for thought. Again, if you like this type of video, please let me know. They're fun to make, but I'd love to know if you like them too. See you next time.